Hello everyone. Time for another stream. Who's excited? So we've got Hans with us, we've got Andre with us, we've got Chris with us. Lovely. If you've joined us, feel free to say hello. Do me a favour, let me know that the sound and the video is all synced up and looks good. Hopefully it's Mickey Mouse. Hopefully. It better be. Alright. Today, we've got the Trx-4 on the bench, and for a pretty good reason. We're going to be doing Samix feature. Samix has released more stuff for the Trx-4. I've been a little bit slow with it, but I've caught up. So today I'm going to be tinkering on this, pulling some bits off, putting some new bits on, and showing you all the parts and such. So hopefully you guys like it. Do feel free to give the stream a like, give it a share, invite anyone you think might enjoy watching this nonsense. It's all Mickey Mouse, mate, all Mickey Mouse. Hannah, who's just out in the lounge room, says hello from a cold and wet SA, South Australia. It's been crappy here today, and it is cold. It's cold in my shed. I can't need heater. Very cold. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna smash some Samix goodies on this truck. It's been so long since I've done anything with this truck, I nearly forget how to pull it apart. So I know I've got to do that. Sit my body down there while we wait for a few. Sound and picture is as good as it gets. Good. I'm glad to hear that. While we wait for some of you guys to rock up, I'm going to take off these wheels, which are held on by these tiny little bolts. Now you'll notice, for those that have watched the streams before, Dylan's with us. Thanks for joining, buddy. For those that have joined the streams before, I've changed things around a little bit. Okay, so at the top of the screen now we have money for giveaways. Now this obviously is to go towards giveaways, much like the MO5 we're doing. So that all goes to that, and it goes towards postage for people's prizes and upgrade parts that I want to buy to give away and things like that. So should you want to donate, there's a link in the description. There should be, there better be, otherwise wah. I believe with that you can either do PayPal or a credit card, whichever you like. I've also added a little tip jar. Look, there's a tip jar. I'm finding all these features and I go, ooh, that looks cool. So we have a tip jar in the corner, so if someone donates or subscribes, stuff falls in there. Okay? I'm not making this up. Then of course we have our close-up cam here. Now if you guys at any time wish that out of the way, I should be able to just make it vanish. Okay, so I can make it vanish. You let me know what you prefer. For now we'll leave it sitting there. For those that haven't joined the streams before, we do have a full-blown close-up cam. Okay, so we can get in, work on the nitty-gritty. And this is a part of the reason why we do streams on YouTube now, because I've got so many more options to make these streams better. Now obviously you can see we've got the little camera here, so you can see me scratching my nose and stuff too while I'm working on the truck or whatever. Now if at any stage you say I'd rather not see him twice, let me know and I'll get rid of this one too. Should be as simple as that. Okay, so I can get rid of that too. So I like the idea of having you guys help customise the stream. Robert's joined us. Hello from a colder and probably wetter Victoria. It probably is, Robert. It probably is. So I'm just going to whip the wheel off here because I know I've got to put some bits on the front. I do have a little magnetic tray here. Yoink. Now these wheels, for anyone wondering, are the DX Hobby wheels. Installed these not long ago. I'm yet to go and drive the truck with these on it. Let's just don't do all of these. But they look pretty. I really quite like them. Close-up cameras off focus a bit. What if I do a bit of that? Is that better? Let me just aim it downwards a smidge. How's that? Now I've got it turned so that the close-up camera now doesn't autofocus. Right, that's the wheel off. I've got it set so it doesn't autofocus, so you just let me know and I can move the camera forwards or backwards a bit to get us the best. There's those wheels, check those out. I can move stuff forwards and backwards to get us the best picture possible. I'm going to have to take quite a substantial bit of gear off to do these front ones, which is fine anyway, because let's show you what we got. Alright, we ordered some bits. Yep, much better. Good. Better is always good. Mickey Mouse, lovely. Okay, so these is the bits that we ordered from Samix. Brass spools for your diff. Okay, front and rear. There is a rear here somewhere. Front and rear, they're both the same. Portal covers for the inner rears. It was something I never really got around to doing. Now I'm finally doing it. Because I believe I've got the outers. I hope I do. Yes, I do. So the inner portal covers for the rear. Now these bad boys are the new and improved. I mean, they're not much improved. The originals are brilliant anyway, but these are the new C-hubs for the front with shock mounting points on them. It says flash wheels. Aren't they just the prettiest things? Look at them. And they're not expensive either. They're nice. Now, for those wondering, you can see here, this little piece here. This bolts onto your truck, and then you use the small bolts through the wheel to bolt your wheel onto the truck. Lovely stuff. Anywho, I'm getting so distracted by the shiny pieces. So we've got the new upgraded C-hubs, 82 grams I believe they are. I have terrible memory of brass parts and what they weigh. What were these bits? Did I order 2 bits I don't need? Silly Jono. I did. I've got outer portal covers there that I've already got. So, I might do a giveaway with those. Inner portal covers, dealies. Good English, my friend. Good English. So yes, we've got all the bits here. We need to finish off all the brass options that I haven't yet put on the truck. Now I also ordered some 6mm brass hexes. Now this truck's already got brass hexes on it, so it's not for this. It's actually for, and I've just remembered that I've got the other camera there. These are for the yoink. These are for the Gen 8. Why? Well, the Gen 8's got 5mm hexes on it, and the 5mm hex is too thin, and it makes the factory tyres rub against the steering arm. Smart cookie, brass hexes, so they can sit aside. And the first thing I'll change, because it's easy, I got a fancy battery holder. Now I know this isn't going to improve the performance of the truck, but my word, yoink, but my word, it's pretty. This is in the aluminums, not brass obviously, but I've always called this thing the Samix Defender, and you can't have a Samix Defender without that nice pretty Samix logo there. It's just the bee's knees. I'm not sure how well that's focused, but you get the picture. So I'm quickly going to whack this on, because this is just one bolt. Love the black and brass look. Me too. That's why on the Gen 8 I've ordered a full set of brass front and back in black and brass, because the brass, I didn't even think about it. I just ordered the bits, and just the normal brass is just not my thing. Yeah, come on, bolt. Right, out comes that. This should be literally 2-second change. That can go in the spare parts bin. And this will go in here. Does that thread it all the way through? No, it goes that way. Okay, lovely. No, it does go that way. My bad. That goes in there. Lovely. 2-second changeover. Ooh, that's good. That is very good. Can I have where you guys will see this? I'll tell you what, this is why we got the close-up cam, so I can do stuff like this. Hold on to your hats, everyone. So there you go. I'll try and get some of that light out of the way. That's that bar in the middle that holds your battery in. Okay, now of course these have two different sizes. For those that aren't familiar with the Trx-4, my word, that holds in there well. You flip this around, put it back down, and it will be, sorry, I know this is a bit wobbly, 23 millimeters instead of 26. So that's that bit. Just try and sit you there and have your level so that you don't feel like you're about to fall off the couch or whatever it is you're watching from. Lovely. I quite like that. I do like me some Samix goodies. Right, time to whip the rear wheel off. Bring you a smidge closer. So essentially today's just a tinkering session. And I mean obviously Samix featured. This truck's got so many Samix parts on it, it's literally not funny. Everything Samix makes for this truck, the C-hubs, the inner and outer front portal covers, the brass pivot balls, Lincoln shock mounts, all the goodies. And it makes a massive difference. Also the front and rear bumper mounts as well. Hefty things they are. Just all adds up. Right, we've had more people join us. If you've joined us and you haven't said hello, be sure to log into the YouTubes, and you need to be logged in to comment. Log in, say hello, come and talk some smack with us, because that's kind of what we do here. Right, flip this around, take the other two wheels off, and then we will possibly start working on the stuff on the back. Hans, I've already got all the Samix upgrades. The new C-hubs you're showing us, new improved Samix or the same? No, these are new ones, because these ones you can mount the shocks to. I'm pointing and you can't see what I'm pointing to. I shall show you in close detail in one momento. The original ones, you couldn't mount shocks to the C-hub, but these ones you can. And the reason you do this is it gives you a better centre of gravity, because it's pushing everything in the right way to try and keep the truck more balanced. That's the whole deal with those. Lovely. Pop that off. Grab these. Come on, come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Ah, such pretty wheels. Right, last one. And then my truck's going to slide all over the bench. My phone's going off right next to me. I'll have to check it in a minute. Brandon's joined us. Hello, Brandon. How are you, mate? Good, I hope. Ooh. Come on. 2 to go. Lovely. Wicked. Right. I really need to get this truck out and drive it. They are height adjustable. They are Trill rock sliders. If you watched the previous streams, you'll have seen we installed the Trill gearbox case. I'll go to mainstream for a moment. I installed the Trill gearbox case in this truck. I also installed the Trill aluminum motor mount. Oh, excuse me. What else? I put Trill wheels on the Gen 8 and Trill brass on the Gen 8 as well. So they make some nice stuff. They do. There is going to be more stuff shown of Trills in one of the upcoming streams. Brandon, doing well. Just about to go to bed. Sorry, mate. I did say to people I'd try and mix these up a bit to meet more people's time frames, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, as always, this is uploaded directly to YouTube. So once it's finished, any stage, you can come back and watch it. Right, now I'm going to grab one of these C-hubs out. Lawrence has joined us. Hello, Lawrence. Thank you for joining, my friend. Right, close up cam. So you can see on these ones, we've actually got 2 mounting points here. Okay, one there and one there. The original ones don't have these. So these mounting points are so that you can mount your shocks to them to give you a little bit wider of a stance and a bit, like, not a stance as in the actual truck, but the shock stance. So, and I believe a touch more flex, just a touch. No, it's all good. I'm glad to catch your live for a bit. Very much appreciate you stopping by, mate. I really do. Same goes to everyone that's here. Right, so now I'm going to stuff and things and try and remember how this truck comes apart, because it's been so long since I've pulled anything off this truck. Right, first we have to take off this bit. That's how the piece for our wheel. Okay, you bolt that on, then you bolt your wheel to this. Then we have to take off our wheel hex. Can I rotate that? Can I rotate it? Eve. Apparently not. Okay, wheel hex next. There's probably some crap holding these on. Brandon says, I'm stoked for the giveaway. Me too, mate. I'm excited that everyone else is excited. I'm going to do everything I can to keep the giveaway train going, as they say. I know people say with streams and such, you know, donation trains, and one person will donate and then people just keep going. I'm going to try and do that essentially with giveaways for you guys. So, right, I'm now going to remove my brake rotor. Such pretty parts. Ooh, I know you guys can't see much at the moment, but bear with me. Let me just go mainstream while I do this bit. Lovely. It's so nice having options. Hans, I might have to look into them. Thanks, my pleasure, my friend. For those that don't know, if you order parts directly from the Samix website, if you spend over $65 US, you get free postage worldwide. Free. Right, so we've removed our little pretty brake rotor part there. This is going to be a good chance for me to clean some of this out too while I'm here. Where's my brush? I don't know what I've done with it. There it is. Yoink. Got to keep your stuff clean and look after it. Right, now, what do I need to remove next? I can't remember. So if you're a Trx-4 expert, try not to stream too much at your phone. You've got to take this bit off next. I'm sure there's people out there that go, what's this clown doing? He's trying to remember stuff and things. Right, move those. So I remember what bolts I'm taking out of where, or at least try to. Apparently we have 14 people watching. Do feel free to log into your YouTube so you can comment, get involved in the fun. If you wish to abuse me for doing this incorrectly, you've got to be logged in. That one there, I believe, is next. Could be wrong. We're about to find out. My phone is going off its head. I'm going to have to check it in a second. I think people are commenting on the post where I shared the stream. How did you come? Surprisingly, you won't bolt that one. Right. 2 shorts and a long. Is that ready to come off yet or not? No, there's one underneath. And then I think it's ready to slide off. I can't remember. It's just been so long. This is why people use drills. While I'm doing these boring bolts, for those of you who don't know, we're currently doing a giveaway for a Tamiya MO5. How you enter is you go to the BCRC Facebook group, which is Burden's Custom RC Builds. You go to that group. Lovely. you go to that group, join the group. I will accept you as soon as I possibly can. What you then do is to enter is a donation of $2. You're allowed to have 3 spots. So, I mean, you can donate through here, but if you do, you will need to message me on Facebook so that I know exactly who you are and I can put your name on the list. We have 75 spots, of which I believe there is about 51 or something. No, that's not right. There's about 50 left. Right, I've got to change this piece first, and then we'll do that. So yes, join the Facebook group. With a donation, you get a free entry. Okay, maximum of 3 free entries per person. So we've had people donate $30. We've had people donate $6. We've had people donate $15. Whatever you like. If it's anything over $6, then you get 3 free entries into the giveaway, which is for this Tamiya MO5 kit, okay? Which is pretty sweet. Right. Next piece are these bad boys. I forget what they're called. I can always Google it. This is the easy bit. This will be our lockout. So we've got brass lockouts to go on. Then I've got to put my brass inner portal cover on. Check the grease situation, which should be fine, but while you got it open, you always check it, see how things are looking. And then put it all back together, and then do the same on the other side. Of course, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. You never get answers without questions. Right, slide that off. No extra bits or bobs hiding in there. Lovely. So we're going to grab out these bad boys. Now I assume these are marked. I assume they is. Oh, they've got shock mounts too. Lovely. God, that's pretty. Right, we're going to close up cam on this one for you. So, I'll give you the full idea of what we're doing here. Okay, this is our factory piece, which goes on the other way up. Apparently, no, it doesn't. It does go that way. Is that better focus? Right. So that's our factory piece, which is just cheap plastic. Let's be realistic. I mean, Traxxas plastic's good, but it's not as good as theirs. Look at that. Fits better than the bloody factory piece. Because I don't know how well that's focused, but if you watch this in full screen, that should give you a pretty good idea. How pretty is that? This does actually have shock mounts on the side. Just lovely. So now we've got custom shock mounts front and back. Obviously, on the rear of my truck, I've got the extra speed cantilever kit, so I don't have to worry about this. I'll leave mine where they are. But for your normal truck, well, then you just run your shock from this normal location down to this point here. Lovely. Lovely. Right. So I'm going to put these 3 bolts back in. God, that's pretty. I love new brass. Looks so good. Of course, don't over tighten bolts into plastic. It's the quickest way to wreck your day. If you do it and strip it out, you have no one to blame but yourself. And if you strip the plastic out where I'm doing bolts up now, you're up for new axle housings. Not fun. I should think about this. I have to pull the whole diff apart. This is coming back off. And I'll show you why. Could be a long stream. Chris Cocking's joined us. Hello, Chris. Mate, I did see my phone flashing off on the corner of my eye. You'll have to excuse me for not getting straight to the notification. So I'm going to take this part back out. I'm going to pull the other side out, take the whole diff apart, so we can put the brass locker piece in. Right, that can sit there, that can sit there. We're going to peel this side off. Say quickly. Oh, come on. Come on, stop moving. That's not going to work. You dag. Okay. Right. Should be a good tinkering session. God, there's some bits on this truck when you stop and look at everything. Alright, because I've got no wheels on this and I can't spin this, I'm just going to grab my wheel hex. Ooh, if I can hold this. Grab my wheel hex, spin that around so that I can access my little grub screw that's holding on my wheel hex. Hans be a good excuse to get the Samix alloy axle housings. They are very sexy, and yes, I have them. Everything Samix makes is bloody good, mate. Everything. Ooh, that's a bit tight. I may have got a little bit silly with the Loctite on that. Right, out she comes. Yoink. I'm trying to set stuff together in piles in the tray here, but I'm probably wasting my time. Right, off with our brake rotor again. Yoink. Now, if you've never had Samix stuff before and you're not sure if it's any good, do yourself a favour, go and watch some of my YouTube videos where I'll install Samix parts and then I'll go and drive the crap out of my truck. I'll just drive it, I'll throw it off jumps and do that sort of stuff that these trucks technically aren't designed to do, just to show you guys how much shite this stuff will take. I stand by Samix products because it's tough as nails. Takes a beating. Right, we're going to pull this side off here. And then I'm going to see if I'm cheeky enough to undo the diff cover without taking the diff completely out of the truck. So we can pull the axles out, so we can pull the main diff gear apart. The things we do for toy trucks. But I mean, this is good. This has probably given this truck a bit of TLC that it's due to have. And one there. She's due for a service, so this is a good chance to upgrade it. More low weight, stronger parts. God, these bolts. Stronger parts and a chance to give it a service, so it just makes sense. Has anyone got any questions about anything? Yes, sir. Why do you keep doing terrible accents? One axle, removed. Other axle, removed. I'll put that facing there, and I'll put that facing there, that there. Now I know which side's for which. Handy. Right, I can undo this one and that one. It's just the bottom two I'm curious as to whether I'll be able to get to. Now I know you can't see much of what I'm doing and I apologise. Essentially, yeah, we'll just stick with the small screen. So essentially, we've taken the ends off each diff. I've still got to take this this lockout off. Once that's off, I'm undoing the bolt covers here for the diff cover. Once we've got that out, then we're going to whip the main gear out and we're going to install our brass lockers. When you get your shroomsters with us, hello shroomster. I don't recall seeing your name before, so welcome to the stream. Where do you get tools from? It's going to be upside down. Cross RC tools, mate, and they're brilliant. They're cheap and they're brilliant. All the W's Are they going to make bits for cross? You mean like bits? I don't know. All the W's.crossrc.us. Jump on there. I think they're about $7 each. Not expensive. And I mean, the amount of trucks I've built, pulled apart, fixed, whatever else with these tools is nothing short of incredible. And they still do up and undo bolts without stripping the bits. So these are brilliant. I love these tools, and they're comfortable, and they look good. All the things you can ask for in a set of tools. A lot of bolts in the same size, which is good. That's a bonus for me. That way, if there's bolts that I forget, Traxxas has got my back, because it's just a matter of it's fine. Half of them are the same anyway. I remember where most of them go. I need a heater in my shed. Yoink. That's off. Undo these two down here. Now, I'm not even that familiar with the locker setup in this, so hopefully I can just pull the gear straight out of this truck. I should be able to. How's the shipping to us down under? Depends what you buy, mate. Depends what you buy. If you buy a truck, given the weight of cross trucks, if you buy a truck, you're looking at about $100 shipping. And there's nothing that can be done about that. It's the US Postal Service has just pumped the crap out of shipping prices in the last 6 to 8 months. Just, I assume, because they can. Yoink. One more to yoink out, and I can make progress. Bending up my aerial antenna, UHF, whatever, it's fine. Bit of a tricky spot, but we got it. Also, the tools come free. Yes, they did. If you got a BC8 Mammoth flagship edition, you got a free set of tools. Someone's messaging my Facebooks. My tool keeps dropping out because I'm in a bit of a funny little spot here. I'm being lazy. Okay, we've all done it. Don't judge me. Right, diff cover's off. Now, I believe Samix is working on a brass diff cover too. Okay, let's see if we can get that bolt out. Come on now. It's threaded into the plastic. I'm winning. Believe it or not, I'm winning. So yes, when you bought a Mammoth, you got a free set of cross tools. So I've got a full set of new tools sitting in my drawer. I actually bought. I've got like 3 sets of cross tools. I'll tell you why. I bought my original set, which is the ones I'm using now, which I still use. I bought my original set. No, Hans, I didn't. It's fine. Nothing's ripped. I'm just putting some upgradey bits on it. I am learning as we go, because I've not yet had the need to pull the diff apart yet. Not heaps of grease in there, but at the same time it's not crazy shy of it either. Right. So do I need to pop you saying undo the locker cable at the servo, as you'll need to. Yeah, okay. So there's yes, to give me I need to push it through to me. That's what I need to do. If that's correct. I believe that's that one. Yes. That's exactly what we need to do. Don't lose this piece, otherwise your diffs are open forever. So what we're doing, MXX, drop your first name, buddy. That'd be really handy. Pro, we're installing the lockouts. We're installing the inner portal covers. What else are we installing? the brass lockers, to get rid of the plastic one. I'm sure there's something else. I already installed my new battery holder. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Right, now I should just be able to pull that gear clean out. Okay, lovely. That is lovely. Bloody clean as a whistle in there. I don't know how much you'll see. Let's go close up. Look how clean it is in that differential. Let me angle this way. That's clean. About time she had some new grease, I reckon. So we've timed this perfectly. You don't want to see that. Ugh. Right. Adam's messaging me. Adam, mate, I can't. I've got no word of a lie, like 20 notifications sitting on my phone. Sorry, guys, you have to wait till later. Back to mainstream. Lars is with us. Did I? I didn't. Ping. Lovely. Right, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to grab a rag. I'm going to pull this differential down. Right. Now I have to pay attention because I have not pulled these apart yet, so you guys are doing it with me. Yoink. I'm going to aim this down. And hopefully you can get a bit of an idea of what we're doing at the same time. Let's just go screw it, right? So that's obviously our locker itself. This piece slides one way and slides the other way to lock it. So I'm just familiarising myself with, okay, that only goes on one way, lovely, in one spot rather, which is there. So it's good to familiarise yourself with this stuff as you pull it apart, so that when you put it back together, you know what you're doing. So this here slides in and out for those that don't know, and this locks your diff, or unlocks it, okay? That's unlocked, then it slides in, that's locked. They are easy, mate, you'll like it. Good. And then the bearing goes on the end, and I believe that's how that whole setup goes, right? If I'm wrong, tough. Now, top tip, as you take parts out, sit them on your bench as the part comes off. That goes that side, that's it, yeah, right. So, now I'm ready to pop my little bolts undone here. I'm just going to get rid of my main camera. Lovely. Now we're ready to, let's aim this a bit better for you. So undo these bolts. Crack this bad boy open. Install one of these. Bit more strength, bit more weight, bit more prettiness. So I'm going to wipe off the remainder of the grease that's in here. Open diff is less stress. This is true. You also get a better turning circle. But there's just times where that open diff won't climb up that hill you want to go. Right. Just clean that off enough so that I can grab my driver. Undo these four little bolts here. How well focused that's, guys? Is that pretty well focused? One. I forgot I ordered these. It's fine though. Two. She won't know herself with a new bit of grease in it. Yoink. One more to go. Looks pretty good, does it? Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm still getting the hang of all this nonsense. We're 44 minutes in and I've barely achieved anything. Right. I'm going to pop this open. I'm going to sit that down gently so I don't lose any bits. I'm going to grab my gears out of here. I'm going to keep those together. because that's smart. I'm going to take our output shaft out of here. That's the old plastic one. So that's the complete teardown of a TRX-4 diff. Now, like I said, I've not done these before, so if I can do it just like this, you can too. Now what I'm going to do is add a smidge of grease in here. Just a mixed smidge. I don't want too much. I'm using King Chrome multi-purpose grease for anyone playing at home wondering. Okay, in that goes. Give it a few spins. I like to make sure I've got grease underneath and around everything. Right. Focus that ears. Gotta go. No worries, Dylan. Thank you very much for joining, mate. Very much appreciate it. Chris, what servos are you using? I've had to lock my diffs as the Traxxas servos pooed themselves. I'm using the factory servos. The only servo I've changed is my steering servo. I'm going to give you a tip. Do you like Phillips screws more? No. No one does. Mainstream. Right, just for a minute. What was I going to say? Right. Servos. I'll start putting this back together while I tell you. When you use the factory radio, I don't know if yours is still on the factory radio, Chris, but when you use the factory radio, you tend to the servos push too far. Stay. The servos push too far, which, come on, greasy. There we go. Wasn't quite down far enough. The servos push too far, so it overstresses, and that's what burns them out. I'm running mine on a DX6, Spectrum DX6 radio, so I'm able to fine tune each servo just to precision. It moves just enough, and that's all it needs to move. So that's, I think, a part of the reason that I'm able to run the factory servos and not have them go poof yet. I mean, I'm waiting for it. The day will come, unless I sell the truck first. Lovely. Right, now this can only go on one way. Brilliant. I'll get some of these. Get some of these bolts started. Oh, that looks so pretty. It's a shame you don't see it. Basically. Right, now I'm not going to tighten those up yet. I want to go around and make sure I get them all started. This is the best way of bolting anything on that has more than one bolt. Okay? Fact. Apparently, MMX Pro prefers Phillips head screws. No way, man. Phillips head are terrible. I can't wait for the day that Tamiya changes their kits to Allen bolts. It'll be so good. Hans, you're going to have to get some of those brass goodies into my divs. It's noticeably different. It's noticeably heavier. Loctite. Don't need it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to go, oh yeah, you know. You don't. In this here, I'm telling you, I won't need it. What I'm going to do is, right, I've gone around, close up cab, and you'll notice when you pull these apart, where am I? Here's the difference for those of you wondering, right? This weighs like nothing. It literally feels cheap and flimsy. That actually feels a lot cheaper than the plastic on the rest of the truck. Anywho, right, I'm going to tighten that up and just give it a good squeeze. I'm not going to crank on it. I'm not going to go stupid. Oh, lovely. That will not move. Guarantee you. Lovely. Just going to run around, making sure they're all just nice, just so. Hans said Phillips heads suck. It's true though, they do. Right, that bearing goes on this end. Let's see how well I remembered what I was doing. This slides over here. This pin slides into here. This pin slides into here. Yoink. This slides this way. Make sure that pin's centered into here. And then the bearing goes over here. How much better does that look? Now, top tip, that's obviously how it goes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it back apart a bit. I'm going to grab some of my grease. I'm going to put a little bit of grease around here. A little bit of grease around here. Just to ensure everything's got grease where it needs grease. Yoink. Especially this little shaft here where this is sliding. Okay, it's important. That has grease. Lovely. Philip shouldn't be in any RC. You're damn right. You damn right, my friend. Right. Now, I'm going to swing my truck around this way. I'm going to go full mainstream cam for this, just so I can concentrate on what I'm doing, because I know I've got to put the gear in and then I've got to put this piece back on, and I have to make sure it's the correct way, which will be that way. Yes. So that needs to be okay. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all, because obviously first time pulling this apart. I'm going to grab a bit of grease. I'm just going to put yoink, that little blob down around our output shaft gear, and just in the spare gap, and this gives me a chance to push the grease down in there and make sure it's not just going on top of the gear but also a bit underneath it as well. Right, we're going to drop this bad boy in. Lovely. Now I'm going to see if I can correctly, cross your fingers folks, correctly put this back in. So I know that's got to go in there. I'm assuming that goes like yay. Or does it go further through? That goes further through, I'm thinking. I nearly put that in my mouth then to hold it. That would have been funny. Samix here. Yep, it looks pretty good. It's probably worth more than a BC8 with all the upgrades. It'll be getting pretty close. There is a lot of money in this truck. So if you want to buy a fully upgraded Trx-4, at some stage I'll sell it. I know I will. That's got to be that way. I believe. Trial and error here. If I'm wrong, I'll soon find out. Does that go right that way? Or does that go that way? I've got to teach myself the trickery. Of putting this back in. Bernie says, yay, the postman bought me a shipment from RC Mart with all the dump trailer parts. Nice. That's good, man. You should have that finished in no time. Just make sure my servo's still pushing back this way. I don't want to lose bits out of it. Which one are we? This one over here. There we go. We've got a bit of excess there. I believe that's got to be locked. It's got to be locked at the moment, I believe. Awesome. Okay, now that's going to be in here. I'm just double triple checking. Sorry if I'm quiet. You're trying to get a TRX-4 or metal clone for $100, no joke. Next to sell my Bronco, absolutely love it. I want a Bronco. I want it, as dumb as it sounds, I want a TRX-4 Bronco. I mean, I love Fords. I'm a Ford man. I'm pretty sure that's Mickey Mouse. It looks spot on. As I move that moves. That should be good. Right, add some more grease. Actually, first, I'm going to drop an axle in, just for rotational purposes. Ugh. There's a lot of pressure in there. I'm not rotating that by hand. Glad you can't see us out here jumping in the shower. Don't need all the details, man. Right, let's grease this bad boy up because she's been lacking. Well, not lacking, but there we go. Pull some of that grease in there. Lovely. Strip up the excess, like feeding the baby. Lovely. Just want to make sure I'm getting grease in everywhere I want it. I know from your perspective at the moment it might look like I'm putting a crap ton in, but I'm actually not. Just bear with me. And you'll go, oh okay, that looks alright. Just I noticed when it came out there was only grease around the actual locker part itself. There was only grease around this. There wasn't much around the gear, there wasn't much on the other side of it, and I like it everywhere so that it can run down through the bearings and all that sort of fun jazz. Oh, looks so much better. Lovely. Get the grease off my hands before I touch the camera. Oh, MX Pro loves GMs. Chris says he's got to go. Dental checkup. Mate, I'm doing streams for your time zone. It's fine, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by. Very much appreciated. Right. I've got twist my camera up this way. We're going to go close-up cam. And get the right amount of focus here with a bit less light. That is how you grease a diff. Okay? Not too much, not too little. Just right. I need a cameraman. That's what I need. Mainstream. Right, so now we can start smashing the back end back together, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. Where's my brush? All these parts are apart. All these parts are off the truck. I shall put a little bit of grease on the inside of this case. Just a smidge. Yoink. Lovely. Drop that on here. Lovely. And then we'll do our case back up and we can start rebuilding the diff now, which is lovely. Then we can move on to the front. I don't know how long we're going to spend doing all this. There's a lot of stuff to go on. Erg. I don't want to bore you guys. Zip that there. Right. 4 of these bad boys. Phone's still going off. People are still messaging me. Leave me alone. Okay, start, please. Just start, please. Now, obviously, this would be easy to get this cover back on if the diff was out of the truck, but if you don't have to take it out, don't. There we go. Now she's going where it needs to. Lovely. So what's everyone up to? What is everyone up to? If you're watching the stream and you are not yet subscribed, do feel free to subscribe. If you do, you'll hear a big loud noise on the screen and such. You'll hear a big loud noise on the screen. You'll hear it from your speakers. You'll see a notification on the screen even. Okay, all those fun things. If you'd like to donate, there's a link in the description. Donations go towards prizes, postage, things like that. More content to make this the biggest, baddest, bestest RC stream in the world. That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. At some stage too, we'll possibly look at special guests. Dylan says he's back while eating dinner. Nice. Say hello to your family for us, Dylan. I mean, unless they don't like us, then don't say hello. That's a bit weird. Right, turn this around here. Do up this side. I still need one more bop, and then we can start putting the back together again. Rob, eating dinner, new style of TV dinner. Hey, look, why not, man? If you can sit back, have someone acknowledge you instead of just watching TV and looking at whatever's on TV. I think we've got to start this by hand. Lovely. Winning. What is the time? 5:30. I'm going to start thinking about dinner soon too. Too busy thinking about the ridiculous amount of parts I've got to put back on this truck. Still got to open up the portal gears yet. Lovely. Did we get that one? Yes. Remember, it's plastic. Don't over tighten it. Lovely. Okay. Winning. We're going to undo these 3 bolts, which are 2s. Charlie Sheen winning. You calling me Charlie Sheen? Not entirely sure I like that. Right. One. Now I should be able to slide my axles in. And then start putting a couple of pieces on, and then open up the things, the portals, and put the rear covers on those. That shouldn't take long. And then bolt them to the truck. Does perform pretty damn well, this thing, considering how much weight's on it. This with the Lexan body would go anywhere. I know it's got a Lexan body. Okay, before anyone starts. I mean, like just a plain simple Lexan body without all the extra wanky bits. Will go anywhere. Right. Get some dirt out of there. Lovely. Where'd my other axle go? Right, one is shorter than the other. The short side goes into this side. Lovely. Lovely. That's good. That's wicked. That is lovely. It's lovely, Robert. That's got to go that way. Yes, it does. Right, we can bolt that one on. Winning. Was that a Lexan Power Wagon? It was a cheap version. It was a body that cost me 37 Australian dollars from a local hobby shop. There's a company over here that does essentially cheap versions of a lot of the expensive bodies that Proline does. It's a 46 Power Wagon, I believe, that I'm going to paint up for my wife's truck. Hannah's probably not watching anymore. She would have got bored and left, I reckon. She was dyeing her hair. I said, come in, say hello. Don't think she'd be game. Right. Lovely. 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 I'll bolt the other side one on and then we'll do the portals. Wicked. I reckon this stream's possibly going to be just the back end of the truck because it's going to be my dinner time before I get all the front done. We might have to do another stream tomorrow. Nice wooden bed. Well, it hasn't, but I mean, you can do whatever you want, really, can't you? Bit of balsa wood. Anything's possible. Yes, that's the correct way. Lovely. I keep saying lovely. It's your fault, Robert Goddard. I don't recall that I used to say it that much, but now I just say it all the time. Right. Wicked. Two more. I know they're in here. Or did I move them elsewhere? No, surely not. Back squeaky clean. Jesus, did you even get in? The world's quickest shower, isn't it? Staring right at me. I need more parts trays. That was a quick shower. Given how cold it is here at the moment, especially in my shed, I'll be in there for an hour just trying to defrost. Right, so that light's got to be here somewhere. It's just, there it is. Just wasn't looking right. Right, lovely. Next up, crack open the portals. Put the new rear covers on. Yoink. Please tell me I've got reviews. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna have to have a word with Hang. Hang is the main man from Samix, and it appears he's sent me the wrong parts. Hang? What did you do that for? I'm sure he makes those. Bear with me. Let me just double check to see if I've stuffed up or... I mean, it doesn't matter. Yoink. Let's have a look on the Samix website. Because I'm not sure if I messed up or Hang did. Lol. Right, parts. Trx-4. So if you don't know, Samix makes a crap ton of parts for a lot of different trucks. They obviously make stuff for the Defender Trx-4. They make it for the Bronco. They make SCX-10 parts, SCX-10 parts, MST parts, on-road car parts. Lots of parts. Oh, excuse me. Inner rear portal covers is what we're looking for. Did I have another bag here somewhere? I've got a feeling I stuck a bag somewhere with other bits in it. Which is probably the bits I'm looking for. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see any other bags here. Fun and games, people. This is why you should always clean your desk before you do streams. Top tip for free. Interesting. So he does do inner portal covers at the rear. I just don't recall seeing them. Oh, I don't recall seeing them, which is a bugger. That's why I said earlier I'll do a giveaway with these, because are they the right ones? Looks like it. Just not looking properly. Now. Sorry, people. Lars's best friend's commenting on a post saying, how many hours until the stream? Do it now. The parts are here. I'm just not looking properly. I'm too hungry. Hangry. When you can't concentrate because you're hungry and angry. Oh, I'm not angry, but anyway, let's crack this open and get this changed over. Happens to the best of us, and you can't deny it. I guarantee the same things happen to you out there. It looks very similar, that's why. And I think too, because they're in those bags which aren't perfectly see-through. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. So anyway, let's put these bits on. Undoing the bolts in the back of the polka cover. I need a Snickers, yeah. Man, I'd kill for a Snickers right now. I haven't had a Snickers in forever. But this is the thing, it's like, I guess that's one of the most relatable things for these streams is, I don't sit here and put all this stuff together and then pull it off my truck and then when we do a stream go, look, everything goes together perfectly. This is what it's like when everyone sits down and works on their truck. At some stage, we all do those things where we go, are you idiot? It's right there. You know? That's just a part of being human. Part of being humans. Right. Do come out, please, Bob. 2 more? My God, there's some bolts in those portals. Here's the problem. I had dare. No, I haven't had enough dare. My head's all over the place. So you have dare and it fixes it, apparently. I need some coffee. That's the problem. Can we use that for the excuse? I am clutching at straws here. Lars hasn't mentioned Cheesy Puffs. He's probably fallen asleep. He probably has. Right. Separate these bad boys. Not much grease in there. Right, separate these. That goes with some grease. Be a robot there. Neil's joined us. Says Australia. Crap, I dropped my thingy in there. For those wondering what I'm using to apply my grease, it's an old hex bit. Done it for ages. I don't know why. I'm sure there's something better I could use, but it just seems to work well, you know. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of grease in around here where the bearing goes. And that's to... Yep. That's to stop water getting in. Essentially. Oh, the fit of Samix parts is just impeccable. Lovely. Lovely. I'm going to re-grease this. I assume when I first put that together I just left it with the factory grease. That was a bit of a silly idea. We don't want all that. Otherwise nothing will move. Give that a twist. Lovely. That will go that way. Lovely. Everything goes together perfectly. Lovely. Have I said lovely yet? Right. So at least we know this part is quick and easy. Now it's 10 AM. No cheesy puffs. Well, have you got some sort of time restriction on your cheesy puff intake? No cheesy puffs until tonight. I'm mounting trailer parts, but I hear you in my right ear. What's in your left ear? Anyway. Right, so I'm just going to wipe the excess grease off that would have squished out anywhere. Then I've used my brains and figured out I have got the parts I need. I just want to clean off the old portal covers a bit too. bit of grease and a bit of wipe on the old portal covers. Mickey Mouse. Seeing the love going in the TRX-4 almost makes me enthused to get mine going again. Mate, this truck's been through some times. It's been through jumps, been through purpose rollovers. I've done a lot of tests on this truck to put it through a lot of crap that most trucks technically shouldn't go through, given these are trail trucks. There we go. Ooh, so pretty. Lovely. If you've got parts like this off your truck, okay. If you've got bits like this, close up cam, we paid the money, let's use them. You've got bits like this off your truck, now so you can see the front and rear covers. Pretty heavy. Rather heavy. Which is good. If you've got it off your truck, give it a clean. Make the most of it. Give it a clean. That's good. I need to put the rest of the bolts in here. You guys are distracting. Again, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Right. Yoinks. Is anyone besides Last tinkering on RCs while they're watching the stream? Now, I thought too, something I might do in the next stream, depending on what it's going to be, and what it's going to be depends on what turns up in the mail next, basically. I might try out the chat window again, and the main reason being, I've now got everything working smoother and quicker and faster, etc. So I'm thinking it might be nice for people that watch this video later on YouTube to be able to read chat on the screen. They don't have to comment, but I don't know, we'll have a look. There's room here somewhere possibly for a chat window. It's just an idea. Don't shoot me if you don't like it. Right. It's refreshing to take the old grease out, replace it with some fresh stuff. Like the last time I worked on this truck on the stream, we did the gearbox housing. Installed the gearbox housing, and it was just so nice to pull it all apart, brush all the dust out, because I like doing that. Brush all the dust out and have everything not nice. Do you know what I mean? I believe that's that side. Can sit there for now. While we're doing the other one. I mean, technically they're the same, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Give me two of these bolts. Boulder in. Right. Now she's looking the goods. Do you have an old SCX-10? Yep, I do. Give me a minute, I'll show you. Right. It's my wife's truck. I bought it for her, and she's driven it like twice. She's got one of the nicest SCX-10s you'll ever see. It's fully upgraded with Samix parts, and it sits on the shelf. Working on a dovetail and nose body for my comp truck. Screw that, man. Working your TRX-4. Alright, tight enough. Tight enough. Lovely. A real quick one, and then I'm going to have some coffee. This is my wife's SCX-10 too. Oh, SCX-10, original one. I sit on the bench, and I go close up cam. I grab this. Now, I know the light's a bit bright in here. I'm going to see if I can put some form of filter over this light above me, but every part you see on that truck that's green is Samix parts. Now, unfortunately, there's no brass parts for the SCX-10 original. I'm sure there's probably some like bumper mounts and stuff like that that you just bolt on these trucks. But this is her truck. Tamiya torque tuned motor, which I'll probably swap out for one of the air racing motors now because they're just epic. But yeah, it's a nice truck. Just got to get it to use it a bit more. I do. I'm probably going to change the wheels on it too, coming up soon, because I've got more wheels coming. Turning into Tony Gutierrez. Look, this is. I know most of you blokes out there like this truck, let alone your missus having it. It's a nice bit of kit, and it drives so nicely. It's even got the Samix shock kits, so you use the factory springs and such, but it's got like the Samix spring housing and all those sorts of things. Is the SCX-10 a reliable rig to have a builder's kit for under $300? It is if you build it properly and you drive it properly. But I mean, these are reliable. They're just not as good. They don't turn as well. Those sorts of things. It just all depends what you want, Neil. There's a lot of options out there. A lot of options. I mean, you guys know I'll always say buy cross trucks because they're awesome. But look, yeah, I don't know. I've thought about buying the Unimog SCX-10 so many times, and it's just like there's not enough of an advantage in that truck. There's not enough of a progression to warrant buying one. I'd rather buy stuff like this, a PG4L from Cross. It's just fat, it's massive, it's heavy, it's fun, it's all those things. I'd rather have one of those. Huge tips. Look, I do find it a little amusing sometimes when people talk about diff clearance and all these sorts of things, and it's like, if you drive your truck properly, tend to have more torque twist. Well, it shouldn't. It should be exactly the same. The RTR, excuse me, I got to crack my elbow there. The RTR should be exactly the same as the old one as far as twist goes. Shocks are the same. The tranny is the same. The only thing that's not the diffs, so it's not a huge amount of difference. The kit transmission was supposed to help reduce torque twist, I believe. What's your thoughts on the new Enduro? I'm trying to get one. So I can unbox it, so that I can review it, maybe do 1 or 2 drives with it, put a little bit of my twist on it, and then give it away. That's what I'm trying to do. But I literally just hearing back from people is the biggest issue. It's frustrating. So feel free to tag Element RC in a post and say this guy wants to unbox your truck, review it, and give it away, because that's what I'm trying to do. I tried to keep it a secret for ages, thinking, look, I'll see if I can just sort of, you guys know I like to surprise you with stuff like that, but it's just like I'm getting nowhere, you know. Why do I feel like I took less bolts out of that one? I couldn't have. How many's the back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Did I put bolts in here before? There is 2 bolts there, and they are the same size. Okay, I think that's what I did. I've got the SCX-10 Jeep kit, haven't built it yet. Like, which one? The grey Jeep? How can you have something that long and not build it? Right, anyway, I've got to make some progress, otherwise we're going to get nowhere. Sorry. There's going to be times where, like, if whoever wins that Mazda, the MO5, wants me to build the kit for them, I'll build it on a stream. And that's going to be a longer stream. There might be times where I say, be right back, hit the button. Oh no! I've got to take it apart again. Okay, I'm going to explain something to you fellas. Beep! When you're working on a truck and doing a live feed at the same time, it's very easy to forget steps, okay? I'm going to show you what I missed. Now, if I was doing this without doing a live stream, I wouldn't have missed it. I know I wouldn't have missed it. Thankfully, I believe I can take this piece off. Yep. I can take this piece off with the rest of it mounted to the diff. The giveaway is a front wheel drive. Now, yes it is, and it's so much fun, it's not funny. I dare you to go and buy one. You tell me if you have fun with it. They're awesome. I love it when people laugh at, oh, it's a front wheel drive. Yeah, and it's epic. They're so much fun. If you've got one, and one of your mates have got one, seriously, they're a bloody hoot. I mean, they're a hoot by themselves. But if you and your mate have got one, they're awesome. And just remember too, don't have to give anything away. Hey, Neil. No? Don't have to do strings. I do these things because I want to try and share the fun, the excitement. That kit will make a lot of people very happy. Even if it is front wheel drive. Two more. Google ORB front wheel drive buggy. ORB. Let me just fix my stuff up first. I'll show you what I did. It's too caught up chit-chatting with chat. That's the problem. Yoink. Did I do that one all the way? Yep. Right. Now pull this cover off. Okay, that's fine. Pull that gear out. Yes. Brain fart. That's the bearing in the... Yeah, you can see it. That's the bearing in the cover. Because I was too busy focusing on chat. That move. So pay attention, kids. Top tip. Oh God, give it up. Maybe this is why it's still in here. I like front wheel drive burnout, says MXX Pro. Until something goes boof. Why won't you come out? I wonder if it's got hot at some stage. That is well in there. I need. Out of that, on my flathead screwdriver. Or my pliers, they worked right last time. There we go. Okie dokes. Itchy ear. Straight onto my gear. It's so easily done. So pay attention, okay? Right. That one. That way. Fixed. Pay attention. Because if you don't, you'll have to go back and redo stuff. And it is annoying. It's just for the time that it's annoying. It's okay, we're winning. I think. Right, once in the backside. Rear-wheel drive burnouts are more fun. That's very true, they are. I can't remember the last time we did a burnout. I must have been, geez, probably 18. I matured rather quickly. I like it because it looks so weird. We're a bit sidetracked today, boys. But I mean, to be fair, you've got a bit of time to chat about whatever you like. Given I'm just fixing up my stuff up. Lovely. Of course, once I've finished doing all this, some stage tonight, once I've finished doing all this, I will post up some nice pretty pictures and stuff in the group. And then in the next couple of days, if it's not raining, I'm going to take the truck out. I'm going to film a video with it because it's been far too long since I've filmed one. Right. Even the second time, these Samix bits just go together like... It's fine. It's fine. That's actually beneficial. Meant to do it. Just for this last one. Right. Okay. That's got that. Lovely. We can spin this around this way, get it ready for this side. Those bolts are in. Yes. We need two. The bearings in there. Need to get this bearing out. Don't forget to get your bearings out, people. Yes, there is. Hans, you get for the droop in the rear, and if you've got brass weights on your truck, that droop is actually very handy because it keeps the weight lower to the ground longer, especially if your truck's leaning up forwards or sideways. So you get a better droop, you get a smoother suspension movement. Jesus. Come on, Poppy. Nearly. Ow. Got it. Crazy. Alright. That needs to go there. And then we need, this side, we need some grease. I'll pick up some smokum, but it's open diff, so it's kind of pointless. What pickup have you got? An F-150, haven't you, Neil? Which raises questions. Why the hell's it got an open diff? If I remember correctly, anyway. I thought Neil had an F-150. Big old F-150, mate. Yes, sir, bub. Right, that piece, this piece, a little bit of grease around this piece. Lovely. That through there. This way. Buttery smooth. Buttery smooth. Lovely. Right, make a couple of bolts in here, wipe all the excess grease off, do all the bolts up, bolt it to the truck, and then I can finish putting the rear end of the truck together, which is lovely. And then I'll give you a bit of a look-see at how it looks. Absolutely divine. Right. So yes, there is definite advantages to the cantilever set. It is really quite a nice set actually. It's the extra speed cantilever set, and it is really, really quite nice. Imagine what would happen if you do it with tracks. What, forget a bearing? I'll just bolt wheels back on it. Just bolt wheels on it. As I've said before, I like to do a bit of reminders now and then. If you feel like donating to the stream, money towards prizes and so forth and so on, there's a link in the description. Follow that and you can shoot through a donation. Massively appreciated. If you're not already in Burton's Custom RC Builds on Facebook, do join the group. We're having a giveaway at the moment. All the details are on the webpage there, on the Facebook group, as to how to enter. Pretty simple. What else? Like the stream. Give it a like. Give it a share. You never know who would enjoy watching a bloke sit here cocking up, fixing his truck. Well, not fixing. Have you heard about Atlas XT? Doesn't ring any bells, mate. If I'm honest, Right, wipe off the excess grease. And then we can put these back on the truck. And then I can put the brakes on the truck. And then I can put the hexes on and then the wheels on. And then the back's finished. We've only been an hour and a half. Crazy. Try and pretty up the front as much as I can while I've got this off the truck. F-150 regular cab short bed 4-wheel drive detune Coyote. Detune? Tune it back up. Tune it back up. Full size electric truck. Sounds like a barrel of laughs. Who'd want a full size electric truck? Lovely. Lovely. That's all in there. Schmicky Mouse. We have 2 longer bolts. Yoink. We just yoink these in there and then we can put our brakes and such on. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If you're watching this not live and you haven't yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, give it a sub. Looking to do bigger and better things here all the time. That's my goal. Ooh. Wicked. I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere now. Hasn't taken very long. Shite. Now I've got to remember which ones here. Yeah, we'll go that one. Right. Now I'm going to put my brakes back on the truck, on the rear. And then I'll pick up the little camera there and I'll give you a sticky beak at how this whole setup looks. Oh, do please cooperate. Lovely. People always have a good time. You got to go. No worries. Thank you, MX Pro. Very much appreciate your time, buddy. Thank you for sharing some laughs, having some fun. I'm not too far from shooting off myself because it's getting close to dinner time and I'm hungry. So, Hannah, if you are still watching, what are we having for dinner? Right. Okie doke. So good. Right, wheel hex back on, and then I can. Then this side's ready for stuffing things. And by stuffing things, I mean the hub, lovely, the hub and the wheel. But I mean that gives you guys a good demonstration anyway of how easy this Samix stuff is to install. The only issue I had was my incompetence. Do it live. If it's going to go wrong, it'll go wrong on live stream. Fact. Oh, Chris, what did you say that for, you bastard? I do like a good stir fry. And I guarantee you, when I walk out there, that's not stir fry. And I'll be like, that bloody Chris said on my stream that he was having stir fry, now I want it. Alright. Oh, that on there. I know these brakes are just for looks, but my word, they look good. They look so good. Alright. Epic brakes. I'm going to need a forklift just to lift this truck up the way I'm going. Just finished a lovely plate of fettuccine and homemade carbonara sauce. Yummy. I like a good carbonara too. You blokes aren't helping. You're really not helping. God, that feels so much smoother already. And I'm not pulling your leg here. That legit. Feels smoother already. Right, put this piece in and then the rear's finished. I can show you the parts that we put in, and I'll do the front either tomorrow or tonight later on. Stuck with the muffler and res delete. It's not a delete, Neil. Delete. It's not a computer, it's a car, okay? When do people start saying that? Deleted me muffler. Did you, mate? How did you do that? A really big eraser? Okay, you can't delete a muffler. You can take one off. Pet peeves, okay? Muffler delete. Right up there. Alright, so let's show you guys the back of the truck. The back of this pretty truck. We're going to go close up cam. Yoink. Alright. So, as you can see here, we now have the lockouts, we have the inner portal covers, we have the outer portal covers, we have the disc brakes, and then we have the brass wheel hex. The time you do that all around on your truck, it makes a big difference. Yes, Robert? Definitely. So we've got all of those. We've also got link mounts. I know they're a little bit hard to see. The light I have above the work area is a little bit of a poo. So we have link mounts. Can't even see I'm pointing. Link mounts, brass ball ends everywhere. The whole truck's got brass pivot balls. Titanium link kit. These things are damn nice. Titanium high clearance link kit for those who are playing at home. What else do we have? Obviously now we've got the brass locker and the diff, which is noticeably heavier than the factory setup. At the front, of course, at the moment I'm still rocking the first release seat hubs. They are obviously going to be changed for the new ones. Inner and outer portal covers, the brakes again. Underneath here we have the brass wheel hex. There's front bumper mount, which is a bit hard to see if I flip the truck a little bit. Okay, so we have the front brass bumper mount there. We have also a crap ton of aluminum on this truck too from Samix. Shock hoops front and rear. Servo plate. What else have we got? Trx-4 servo horn. These things are brilliant. Perfect fit. Rear shock hoops. You can get a rear shock brace. So I had to change mine out when I put the cantilever in. Massive rear brass weight as well. There's just options everywhere from Samix for this truck. Even this beauty. This is one nice TRX-4, I don't mind telling you. Factory shocks, because you don't need to change them. Yeah Racing Just Climb motor, because smooth as buttery silk. Yeah Racing 20 kilo servo. Yeah Racing wireless winch controller through to the winch, which I can't remember if it's been unspooled yet. Factory tiny servos all throughout the truck. They're there and there, because if the trims are set correctly on your radio, you do not need to change these servos. Unless, of course, they just put themselves anyway. Just going to quickly change to that. So there's 101 options from Samix for TRX-4s. Same goes for SCX-10-2s. Now, if I'm honest, the only real reason I considered the idea of buying an SCX-10-2 is to do this with it. I thoroughly enjoy bolting Samix parts to my truck. That probably sounds dumb. It makes a massive difference. I mean, this truck is heavy. It's getting close to a bag of cement. I mean, not that heavy, but it's heavy. Treal, T-R-E-A-L. Hans? If you have a look in on Facebook's, I don't know if that'll probably won't focus. You tell me how well that's focused, and I'll go close up cam. Okay. Trill. Search True Hobby on Facebook, and you will find them. Please change to that. I'll go True Hobby. That's what they're called for the side steps, and for the motor mount and transmission housing, which is gorgeous. It will help disperse the heat better. It is stronger. The only problem is you can't really see much, but I know it's there. Okay. There's almost more Samix on there than there is Traxxas. Yeah. There's not much. I mean, there's not much left that's Traxxas on it, really. And there's going to be even less, because I've got some body posts coming that are aluminiums. And now, before anyone says, oh, why would you have aluminum body posts? One, because they look damn fine. Two, because they're actually lighter than the plastic ones. Three, they're pretty strong. If you don't go throwing your truck down a 100-foot drop, they'll be fine. So I've got those coming. Yeah, it's just Samix. You've got to get some Samix stuff on your truck. It's not until you start bolting this stuff on you find yourself going, look, all right, perhaps I'll try this other piece too. Look, while I'm at it, I might as well make the order the $65 so I get free post, and I'll try this too. Definitely recommend any of Samix stuff, and I've said that ever since I've got the first part of Samix. That it's just beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to push that to the side. I'm going to put my hubs on first, just so I don't forget, and then I know the rear's finished. That bumper though, yeah, racing front and rear bumpers. There's some nice bits on this truck. Here's a question for you. What do you reckon it's worth? You can tell me in US or Australian dollars, whatever you like. I will tell you these trucks cost $750 Australian dollars brand new. I cried a little bit when I bought mine. Christian Oliver, my good mate Christian, give me the full spiel. Mate, you deserve it. You deserve it. You work hard and all this, and he just laid it on thick, and I bought it. I didn't regret it. I love the truck. It's brilliant. But I don't know. If I was to sell it, I'd probably end up getting a Trx-4 Bronco. Which I know is dumb. I know it's dumb. I'd be better off changing the links on this. But, no, I don't know. I'm an idiot. This is what we do with RC stuff. Brass scrap value or yeah. I mean, it is. This truck is getting close to the weight of the Mammoth. It is heavy. Why am I acting surprised? I know it's heavy. Right, I'm going to quickly brush off some of the dirt and dust out from under here, because I don't like it on my trucks, as you guys know. Just takes away from the prettiness. Now, I'll do the front end right now, but we've already been out for nearly 2 hours. And generally speaking, 2 hours is as long as it goes. And that's due to my bad back. I can't sit down longer than that. Converted to a Bronco. America, baby. America. Beep, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I'll see. I am, even as silly as it sounds, since putting these on it, I'm more attached to the truck again. That's all it takes sometimes. Change your wheels. Yeah, generally speaking, these streams will go for about 2 hours unless I find some good medication for my back that gives me a bit more time in the chair. But yes, do it. Shut up, Neil. That's epic. That is a heavy truck. Alright, so for Robert Collins' benefit, please stay there, buddy. Okay. And this will be the last thing before we bugger off for today. So, this little bad boy, for those that don't know, is the RC Express XM1S chassis. I'm making a terrible noise. Eve. Drop that down there. Close up cam. Get a load of that little multi. Now it's not finished yet. I've still got to put bumpers on there and some window decals on the other side and all these sorts of things. So there's still plenty of stuff to do on this truck yet. But this is a little all-wheel drive race car. For people like Neil that like to complain about front-wheel drive ones, okay? So that's what this is. And what I did was I installed, you can see under the front there, magnets. Now on the front of this kit, and this is, I guess, for Robert's value more than anyone else's probably, because he's building one, cut the body post down for the fourth hole above this piece, okay? And then this literally sits perfectly on top. And then you just put your little grub screws either side in here, 2 spaces, and then this piece at the top, right? And that fits perfectly. The rear is a different story. With the rear, there's extra pieces that I didn't use. Pieces like this. You can't use these with this rear shock tower. The dimensions just don't work. So I used the pieces that were supposed to go on those poles. It's hard to sort of describe how it's supposed to go. If you have a look on the RC Mart website at the extra speed stealth mount kit in black or blue, you'll see what I've done. And I can take more detailed photos should anyone need to see them. But I've essentially used as many of the parts as I could from what come with the kit in the first place to make this look as factory as possible. And I mean, it's a pretty sleek and tidy little setup. I did have to jack up the magnets. I used a long bolt with a old bearing underneath the magnet, which give me however much lift I needed to get the right spot. They're pretty good. When you went to set going sideways, when I get a chance to go and drive it, I need to check. I won't do it right now, but I do need to check at some stage. If I just root off, I need to check if they'll fit. They're my drift wheels with the body like this. Now, if they won't, and I want to do a bit of drifting, screw it. I'll take a wheel off. I may just have to lift up the magnet mounts a bit with a longer bolt, which I'm kind of expecting because I do have this car dumped on its guts. I don't know what it is with wheel hexes that like to hug wheels. Right, put the wheel hex on. Put a bigger drifty wheel on. Put my wheel nut on. That's like just touching it. But I mean, then you try and steer. She's going to need some trimming in the front if I actually want to run these ones. I will say though, how badass does this car look with those wheels on it? They're my shelf wheels. So literally to sit just like that, and the car sits on the shelf with those wheels on it, just so it looks mean. That's the plan behind those wheels. And I mean, it does. It looks epic with those on it. I just can't remember. I think the rest of them are up behind that camera, but gives you an idea. Also gives you an idea of the size between a standard drift wheel and the Tamiya MO5 wheel. Quite a bit of difference. They're double-sided tape, Rob, but what I did was I peeled... I double-sided it onto the body, and then I put some super glue on the other side of the double-sided tape between the metal and the double-sided tape, if that makes sense. Just to purposely know it to be stronger between these bits, if that makes sense. So where your metal piece is and then the double-sided tape, I put super glue between there. I won't super glue it to the body because super glue will wreck the paint, but it seems to work alright so far. Put the other drift rib on the back. Bloody hell, Neil. Oh, heave. My back's not good for this. There's one. There's another one. Sorry for the excessive noise. Blame Neil, everyone. Where's my last one? There it is. I might as well put them all on now because Neil's being demanded. Hey fella, caught you at last. It's Andrew. Oh, mate, I watched one of your videos last night. What did I watch? I watched your video on the MC8. Brilliant. Brilliant video. I've watched a lot of reviews lately, and a lot of you guys know my feelings on some of them. They've been nothing short of trash. I watched yours, and it was brilliant. You're probably, I wouldn't say you're as passionate as I am about cross trucks, but you love your truck, and you got the right reasons to, and you stated facts. If you build it correctly, I was like, oh, I like this guy. And then I got towards the end of the video, I'm like, hang on a minute, that name looks bloody familiar. And it should, because then I looked through some of the comments on my videos, and it's like, now I remember why. So yes, I liked your video, mate. It's good to see other people out there love their cross trucks as much as I do. Give me the wheel. Give me the wheel hex. Lovely. So if I want to run these drifty wheels and actually run the car, I'm definitely going to have to jack it up a little bit. Please start. This is Neil's fault, everyone. Lovely. Right. Keep that up there. I might as well put the other ones on and it can sit on the shelf with its fancy wheels. Because given how the weather's been, it's going to be a little bit before I get to drive this car, so for the moment she can look all show car-ish. Might have to take some pretty photos. But yes, very much liked your video, mate. Like I say, I've watched a few lately. I don't usually watch people's review videos because there's a lot of trashy ones out there. But I watched yours and it was like, oh, geez, it's nice to be pleasantly surprised. Lovely. Lovely. And on there. Winnie. Alright, so the last time I'll annoy you with it, if you'd like to donate, feel free to donate. If you want to subscribe, it'd be awesome. Give the stream a like. Give it a share. Oh, jeez, that's tight. There is big things coming for this stream very soon. Very soon. So, yeah. I can't give too much away. But there is big things coming. You'll notice at the top of the screen it says money for giveaways. So money that people donate goes towards giveaways for the group, which is epic. We're currently giving away a Tamiya MO5. If you want to find out how to enter, join Burden's Custom RC builds. I will put a link in the description after the stream has finished uploading properly. It takes generally an hour or so after it finishes. I will put a link in the description so that you can come and join the Facebook group and talk smack with us all week instead of just when I stream. My God. Look at that little beast, would you? Close up, yeah. How's that? There you go. Shoka. God, my phone has not stopped. Go away, people. So yes, there's a little Express with its big fat wheels. It does look good. It's got to be said. Lovely. Right, we'll park that and a nice bit of a pose. Mainstream the camera. Ooh, my back. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Ant, I'm sorry, mate, you haven't been here very long. But, sorry, I'm here. Look at the car. I'll just block it for you. So, yes. Get yourself some shelf wheels for your cars. Because, I mean, they're only like $10. 10 Australian dollars, I think they were. On RC Mart. And they look pretty bloody epic. So yes, thank you very much everyone for watching. I did it again. I very much appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and all the fun stuff. We're going to have more streams this week. Possibly 1 or 2 more. Possibly. My pleasure, Robert. Thank you very much for being here. And everyone else, thank you for being here. Even if you watch this after it's already done, if you watch this whole stream, comment fat tires. Okay, if you watch this whole stream. Now, you guys that are here now, don't comment it, because otherwise you cheat and give it away. If you've sat here now and watched the whole thing, comment stir fry. Okay, in the comments below, put stir fry, and I will comment yummy, yummy in my tummy. We're going to have fun here. This is what the whole thing's about, alright? Alright. I'm going to get some dinner. And then later on tonight, I'll come and take some pictures of this. And I'll take some nice pictures of the actual parts and so forth and so on. I am going to film a proper YouTube video for these parts. So stay tuned for that. Etc. and so on. Okay, I'm going to stop chatting. You guys have been excellent. I've been useless. I'm going to hit the stream end button and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Very much appreciated.